Hell y'all, this is Kaiserredux, a mod for Hearts 4 that acts as an unofficial standalone expansion for Kaiserreich. Kaiserreich itself is a mod that takes place in a world where the Central Powers won World War I. We're going to play as the Austrian Empire, for now anyway. Austria in this timeline was devastated at the end of the First World War. However, they did manage to keep their empire, as you may be able to tell. One key thing about the starting situation of Austria is that they are the leader of the austro-hungarian empire, which consists of themselves, Hungary, Bohemia, Illyria, and Galicia, Lodomeria. The Great Berlin stock market crash has occurred in the German Empire. That is no doubt going to have ramifications for us, as our economy is quite connected with the German one. There it is, as expected. Black Monday hits Austria, and because of that we get a terrible national spirit called Aftermath of Black Monday. Poland declares the Republic, and we're going to soon have the Austrian elections of 1936. To be honest, it's not really going to matter for us who wins. The roots of obsession. Naval officer Miklos Horthy is said to be getting attached more and more to the idea of money. The other higher-ups of the city of Fiume have grown concerned over this, and a few have started to attempt to suppress any desire for wealth Horthy may have. Who knows if they will succeed, though. Speaking of Miklos Horthy, as Austria, we do have him as an admiral for our navy. The election of 1936 has come and went, and as a result, Austria is now social democrat in ideology. To help boost unit morale, all of Austria's divisions, 36 in total, have been sent to Limburg in Galicia, Lodomeria, where they will do military exercises for one of the country's finest commanders. Pirates have been noticed in the Mediterranean Sea, specifically the Adriatic Sea. The Jolly Roger has been seen waving on destroyers and submarines. No casualties have been reported yet, but we must do something about this. Let's send Admiral Horthy to take down these pirates. When Miklos Horthy was approached with his orders to hunt down the pirates, he presented a more diplomatic alternative, which consists of negotiating with them to stop targeting us, and in return we'll pay them enough money to satisfy their greed. This proposition shocked the other parties involved, but after a vote was done, it was decided we will go with this method of handling the piracy issue. News has arrived from the Caucasus region announcing that the Second Soviet-Russian Republic has been proclaimed in the Don People's Republic. Miklos Horthy has ordered the construction of naval facilities in the city of Fiume. When asked why he is doing this, he said he intends to use them to store some ships he will acquire soon. But he did not say how soon is. The nation of Malta has joined the Third International faction. That is the faction the Commune of France, the Union of Britain, and the Socialist Republic of Italy are in. Just below Ukraine, the Crimean Khanate has come into existence once again. It has not been seen on the world stage for more than 100 years. Admiral Horthy reports to us his diplomatic success with the pirates in the Adriatic. They will not target ships bearing the Austrian flag. This means Illyrian ships will have to bear the Austrian flag instead of the Illyrian one. Some people think this whole arrangement has led to the pirates duping us, but who cares as long as they don't interfere in our business. Admiral Horthy is moving to Illyria. No one knows exactly where he will go, but there are rumors of him moving to Fiume near the shipyards, and he may plan on taking the pirates he turned to our side with him. The Kaiser could tell him to stop this move, but nah, we'll just let him go to Illyria and become an admiral down there. Up north above the Kingdom of Lithuania, the United Baltic Duchy has collapsed. The rumors were correct about Admiral Horthy. He is going to settle in Fiume. Crimea has secured their independence, I think, and there is a new pope. There are suspicions about the pirates we kinda made a truce with. There is a demand for action to be taken, and so we shall do so. and by that I mean Austria will attack the pirates at sea while Horthy is absent. We suffer a terrible defeat at sea, and it seems that we underestimated the forces of the pirates. Horthy, a main character in all of this, will hear about this event for sure. With that in mind, the military will be sent to arrest him on questionable claims of piracy as a result of the failure of this operation. The detachment of soldiers that were sent to arrest the admiral and Fiume were met with fierce opposition from both sea and land. The attempted arrest instead became a siege, with even armored vehicles being employed in the fighting. On the other hand, the Illyrian government has not taken kindly to us attacking one of their cities without their approval. Illyria intervenes against us. The Fiume debacle continues to spiral out of control as an Illyrian delegation arrives and starts yelling at the Austrian commander there. The Illyrians demand an immediate halt of the siege, and they also say they will protect Fiume. Horthy and his garrison declared a free city of Fiume with supposed support from the Illyrians. We will use this event as an opportunity to switch to, you guessed it, Fiume. So we're now playing as Fiume. We have Fiume, and we also have the port of Zadar, apparently. Also, for national spirits, we have Pirates of the Mediterranean, Expert Sharpshooters, Hiring Hired Help, and the Fortress City. Miklos Horthy is our country leader, and he is ideologically a paternal autocrat. Horthy historically was a Hungarian admiral in the Austro-Hungarian Navy, and later was the de facto leader and regent of the Kingdom of Hungary from 1920 to 1944. Moving on to our military, we have 3 units in the army, and they are all militia, who each have the template City Guard of Fiume. And as for our navy, we have the pirate flotilla, which is pretty powerful, I'm not gonna lie. Due to the nation we are playing as, we have some special decisions. This includes having the ability to change our flag, the ability to construct new dockyards, and even a method to commission an entire navy using nothing but political power. We do have a focus tree, so let's start that off by doing the Siege of Fiume, the Grand Admiral Horthy focus, the Interceptors of the Grand Armada, and ransack the skeleton of the Double Eagle. The decision to change the nation flag was activated, and as a result we got a new flag that looks more, how to say, Hungarian. In a move that will most likely upset the Austrian and Bulgarian governments, Serbia has crowned King Alexander II. Our actions around the globe appear to have inspired other would-be pirates to take up the name of pirate themselves. Also, there is a standoff in America. What's this? The British catastrophe has occurred, and that means Wales and Scotland are both fighting against the Union of Britain. The Interceptors of the Grand Armada focus is done, and because of that, we got ourselves some submarines. More wars in Europe have popped up besides the one in Britannia. We got one in the Italian peninsula between the Italian Federation and the Socialist Republic of Italy, and then over in the Caucasus region, there is the Don Socialist Republic versus the Cuban People's Republic. Georgia may be involved in that one somehow. Ransack the skeleton of the Double Eagle is done, so we gotta do more focuses, and the focuses we will do next are the Great Oil Heist, Chromium Smugglers for the Navy, Rest the Seas, the Proper Armada, a new Queen Anne's Revenge, and build upon the Grand Armada. With the permission of the Grand Admiral, a group of looters have raided the Austrian Schönbrunn Palace. Sadly, the looters have returned somewhat disappointed, but either way, the Austrian government will most likely be furious with us. But what can they do besides trash our already janky international reputation? A song is making its way around the many ships of Fiume, and it's a tune about the benefits of money. Apparently it has a strange effect on crabs. Nobody knows what causes it though. Keeping a close eye on the balance of power in Europe, I will inform you that the Polish Republic joined the Reichspakt, and so did the Netherlands. Not too far away from our country, a war has broken out in the Balkans between the Belgrade Pact and Bulgaria. What is the Belgrade Pact? It's a faction consisting of Serbia, Romania, and Greece. An oil tanker was spotted by one of our patrols in the Persian Gulf. It was all alone and unguarded, so our men did the reasonable thing and took it from whoever was operating it. The Union of Britain declared war on the Republic of Ireland. Britain did beat the Welsh Union, but they're still currently at war with Scotland. I wonder how they're going to handle that along with their new conflict with Ireland. Some of our sailors have made the independent decision to blockade the island of Malta. We could stop it, but let's continue with this blockade and see where it goes. Operations are to begin in the Gulf of Mexico, the old lurking spot for the pirates of old. Also, we captured Malta. Our first battleship, nicknamed the Admiral's Revenge, is unveiled and is presented with much fanfare. Speaking of ships, all these events and focuses we've been doing have given us a huge fleet. Build upon the Grand Armada is done, and it gave us an aircraft carrier. Now the next focuses we will complete are upgrade the City Guard and conquer the Seven Seas. So we've finished the focus, conquer the Seven Seas, and Serbia is at war with Illyria, but Austria isn't helping them. However, it looks like Bohemia will eventually try to fight the... Let me find the focus. They're going to eventually fight the Austrians when they do the Bohemian Revolution. So what I'm going to do in my focus tree is expand privateering operations and then try to get treaty with the Internationale and hope that works out for the best. With privateering operations expanded, we are going to be able to steal resources from other countries. Admiral Horthy, leader of Fiume, has sent out an order that will make the Jolly Roger flag mandatory on all ships. First, it was the Jolly Roger. Now the Grand Admiral is wanting to mount an expedition to Oak Island in Nova Scotia, Canada to find buried treasure. The Commune of France allowed us to join the Third Internationale. Also, the Bohemian Revolution is underway with the Czech Republic versus all the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So with that in mind, we're going to race through the focus tree and do take advantage of Pola, integrate newfound lands, a Dalmatian coastline for me, take over the Greek islands, and expand continental possessions. No treasure was found at Oak Island, but hey, we did take Istria from the Austrians. The Czechs succeeded with the revolution, so the Austrian Empire is weaker now somewhat. However, they did get Albania and Bulgaria into their faction. The takeover to Greek islands focus is done, and I would like to point out, thanks to that Dalmatian coastline focus in this one, we can increase pirate presence in Ragusa and Greece, and when it eventually gets to a level of 3 in each area, we can take over some states in those areas, like the Greek islands and off the coastline of Illyria here. Also, if we go down, we can operate as pirates in the waters of many different countries around the world and weaken them just on the basis of being pirates and operating in their general vicinity. The choice is at hand. Fiume has found itself in a position to expand at last. We can either go toward Venice, where the great naval power of old was located, or Hungary, where Miklos Horthy is from. Let's go to the second option and declare war on Illyria and Hungary. Fighting has started. Since we're going after Hungary, who is a subject of Austria, of course the Austrians will clash with us as well. The plan right now is to dig in and hold our position with entrenchments and shore bombardments until our Third International allies can sweep in and destroy our enemies. Our navy is battling with the Austrian one in the Adriatic Sea, and while that is going on, with some reinforcements having filled up our defensive lines, we are going to send our units into Venice via naval invasion. By doing the focus, A Pirate's Life for Me, Fiume has become the United Pirates. Also, update for all of our fighting for Hungary, we scaled back our naval invasion plans for Venice, and instead the bulk of our troops are now going to exploit this hole in the Austrian lines, and hopefully if everything works out, we should be able to just walk into Vienna. Vienna has been captured by the pirates, and if we take Innsbruck and Bozen, that should end the war. I think it would anyway. The Austro-Hungarian Empire has been crushed by the pirates and the Third Internationale. We're mainly going to take Hungary, but we will take a bit of Illyria and Austria. The peace conference is over and Horthy has established the Robbers' Corps, but moving on from that, let's use a decision to become the maritime kingdom of Hungary. Just as our conquest ends, our allies throw themselves into a world war with the German Empire and the Reichspakt. To that we say, no thanks. I'm happy with what we have already, which is a kingdom led by the Hungarian pirate king. The video is going to end here. If you enjoyed the mod, check it out in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Recommend me more countries to play in the comments. Have an awesome day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.